Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakahakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be sitting around this video that is on the screen now. And that video in particular, or this video in particular, is talking about some of the miracles of artificial intelligence, right? And this is the beast exercising his image, right? Because this artificial intelligence is it made great leaps in 2025, but it's going to make even bigger gains in 2026, year of false prophets and apostasies, right? And AI is going to emerge to a lot of people as a god, because of all the things in which you can do with it, right? All of the information is capable of giving you, right? And they're going to put these AI programs and robotics, and they're about to change pretty much the fabric of the world we live in, right? Because they're about to make that push for the microchip, and they're going to do that using AI as the scapegoat, all right? Because when you have technology, the ability to deceive like you can with AI, whether that's pretending to be someone else by having it make you appear as someone else by ways of a really, really, high-tech filter, or a voice changer that changes your voice in real time, or, it has the ability to create an account to where you could, pass for someone else. It's so many security issues with this, man. Wait until, they start running the scams with it. Okay, they're gonna force regulations to come, because in these regulations will be their agenda, okay? Problem, reaction, solution. Okay, this whole artificial intelligence thing is about to get out of control. Seeing a video that at the Brooklyn Bridge for New Year's, AI was used to deceive thousands of people to go to the Brooklyn Bridge for a fireworks show that never happened, right? Because AI was used to push that whole, the whole facade, the whole lie of there being a fireworks show. Okay, so the technology at this point is, is you can't tell what's real and fake any longer, right? But that's the design, okay? That's purposeful, all right? And I'll tell you the reason for that being the digital ID, okay? Where you will need a digital ID to upload anything on the internet or to participate in anything online, right? A trial run of that, kind of like a precursor to that. Elon Musk, he had the whole, X Premium, Twitter Premium thing, to where a blue check mark popped up on your account, and it pretty much confirmed that you were a real person. And they still have that program, pilot, I call it a pilot program, going on today. Okay, this is Proverbs 12:20. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but the counselors of peace is joy. And we know Esau, he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? And he is, he's in his bag right now. He is, he's going hard to get these next few pieces off the ground so he could come in real swift with, that end all be all, the RFID microchip. Okay, because it's going to go from digital ID. And when you have to have a digital ID for everything, now they can directly monitor you and the things in which you post. And it all goes down from there. Then you'll hear about a social credit score, right? You'll hear about social credits, okay, about how the things online can now affect you, right? And they already have counsel culture, right? So all these things are going to merge, okay? So the things online are going to be 100% identifiable that you posted them in particular, and it's not a hack, and it's not nothing crazy, or it's not AI or anything like that, okay? And there's gonna be a consequence for it, right? Because they're pushing the idea of groupthink. They want everybody to be on the same time, right? In the sense of, you have to, if the vast majority of people think this way, you have to think that way too, right? Otherwise, something's wrong with you. Kind of like during the pandemic, right? They kind of push that notion a bit then, but they're gonna come down a whole lot harder this go around. This is Job 15:35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. This is all an elaborate scheme, right? This is a plan, right? That's why they're pushing these artificial intelligence videos so hard on the internet. And then they'll go back and they'll do an open experiment. They'll tell you, they'll ask, is this real or fake? And it'll be an artificial intelligence video. And everybody go in, oh, this is real, clearly real. And then they come back, oh, this is AI. And then they'll post a real video, right? Something that's, a genuine post, right? That actually, there's no artificial intelligence involved in it. And people will think it's fake. So people can't even differentiate anymore. That's how good these new updates for artificial intelligence are. And really, they've been having it, but they're now releasing it to the world. Okay, so think, of the endless possibilities that he's able to have or to achieve with this. Okay, he could frame anything he wants. He could go in and, with this technology, these devices, he, talk about fraud. This gets into the wrong hands, and now the bank accounts of pretty much everybody is unsafe, because he could do voice mimicking. Okay. And, he can do facial recognition with it, because all of our face features are stored in a one big database. Okay, so if he wants to frame you for a terror plot, he definitely could do that. And he could create using artificial intelligence the actual video proof. Okay? And think he won't. Right? This is Isaiah 32:7 in the NIV. Scoundrels use wicked methods. They make up evil schemes to destroy the poor with lies, even when the plea of the needy is just. And all of this is to further distort the truth. Okay? So AI is it is a creation of Esau, and it's going to perform his will, which is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to flood us off the internet. Okay? How's he going to do that? With countless lies, man. And they've already been, they know who we are, man. You know, we've already, a lot of brothers' channels and stuff already been deleted before. Right? So they know where to find us. You know, they know it's not, they can use AI now to go in and find us, right? And delete us. Especially when the digital ID come out. A deletion of a page is going to be the least of your concerns. It's going to be, you could get fired from your job. It's going to get to that point, right? Because everything you upload is going to be verified that you uploaded it, right? And they're going to be able to ping you directly, link you directly to all of your so-called hate, even though we know what we're doing is, there's nothing wrong with it, right? But the freedom of speech that, we enjoyed here is definitely on its way out. Okay? And he's using these platforms, right? This technological device to do exactly that. Okay? He's going to be able to scrub the internet of everything once those digital IDs really take effect, right? Once they really go out, all right, and they're made mandatory, which is going to happen, okay? It could happen this year. They got the World Cup or the Olympics, whatever. It's happening this summer, where it's in 3 different countries. Well, guess what they're going to push? They're going to push that digital ID, to kind of act as a passport, as a way to fast travel. Okay, the real ID and, all that stuff, right? So don't be surprised at the same time if they try to, hey, we're one event away from this thing being, mandated, right? And that being the digital ID. And once that's out, and up and off the ground, it's going to be a whole lot easier for them to push the next step, which is the implantation process, right? This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. The Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, has given his men, right, the prophets, the ability to see this, right? Because we ate the roll, right? He's imparted unto us his knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Okay, so we're able to see, how this is going to go and how this fits prophecy. Okay. We're not going to be deceived like a lot of people are, That's why it's important, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone go so hard on the mark, because that is going to, knowing that is that Revelations 13 and 16, right? You understanding that is going to help a whole lot in terms of seeing how this thing is going to progress, because we know where it's going to end, right? So it's easy for us to link these things together, okay? Because we know his ultimate plan, and we're not denying it. because we want to be here longer, you know. This is Psalms 37:7. Rest in Yahweh Shema Shai and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Because, you know, we have to be patient and we have to wait for these things to unravel. And we can't blink, you know. We can't make haste, right? Because it's gonna happen quick, right? Next thing you know, it's gonna be like, boom, this is out there. This is it. Okay, and then you got different wars breaking out, like the war in Venezuela right now. Okay, they already been talking about immigration, right? Large swaths of people coming in undocumented, right? No way to identify them. Okay, and then you add this on top of it, you know. Then you're talking about digital banking, right? Everything is going digital. Okay, so a digital ID, you know, which has already been confirmed, is naturally the next step, right? And they're going to use these programs to help that, okay? And it's about to get a lot more spooky eerie, okay? Because with this technology, he has a lot of capabilities. So very interesting times, man. So with that, I want to give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Bashim Awashai Bashim Rakakudashwa Ababa and DTA DTN.
Does it work when I speak as well?
I have not tried that before, so let me try it and see what it looks like.
This is what we're capable of today. You can be anybody you want. You can change your clothes. You can change your face.
You can change your voice.
Whatever you want to do, you can do that. I think this is pretty cool. I think the future of acting will just be acting. No more makeup, no more sets. Who can act the best and let technology do the rest? The future will be a lot more weird than you think.